Document size. So this is a document. It's also a viewport that contains the document. Here I can scrolling around in the viewport, showing the document's corner. And also I could zoom in and out, showing the whole document. Or I can go in here and say, I want to display the document in full resolution, or half of that resolution. Okay. So these buttons right here are to deal with the document and the viewport. I also have the ability to best render the viewport. So if a client wants a render of your work, not 3D but 2D, that's when you have to worry about changing the document size. Right now the document size is at its default, and what's nice about that is if I click and drag something out, it moves relatively fast. Alright, so let's say a client wants a document that's 1920 by 1080 by 300 dpi of your work. Okay, I'll show you how that works in Zbrush. First off, I'll just initialize Zbrush, get rid of everything. We'll go into document size and take off Pro and type in 1920 by 1080. But you notice there's no 300 dpi here. There's nowhere to type in dpi. So I have to do some math. And to do the math, I use Photoshop to cheat. So in Photoshop, I go File, New. Here's a 1920 by 1080 document by 72. That's what I can produce right now in Zbrush. If I go to image size, I can up that to 300 dpi. Oops. Giving me a number of 8,000 by 4,500. Okay, there's my math done for me. Okay, so in here, let's make the document 8,000, which is huge by the way, by 4,500, and hit resize. Okay, I'll zoom way out so I can see the whole composition. And I'll go get some work. I'll use this guy right here. Close Lightbox. Click and drag it out. Notice how slow everything is. It's very slow. So we wouldn't want to use this viewport as a way of sculpting. It would take all day. Hit Edit. Now ideally I should best render, but that takes a couple seconds. So I'm just going to show you how the workings of exporting this out and into Photoshop to change it. So I'll export it. Now clients are very particular about things. They might know how to do the math on this, but if I handed them an 8,000 by 4,500 document, they wouldn't know what to do with that. Some might. Let's go to image size and let's change this to 300 dpi by 1920 by 1080. Notice the numbers all change automatically. (1920, 1080, 300 dpi). There we go. Now it looks small, but it really isn't. I got a lot of resolution here. So that's how you change a document over from a higher to a lower, and how to get resolution out of ZBrush via DPI. You just have to do a little math. Alright, so that is document size in a nutshell. Document versus composition versus work area. Enjoy.